This week, projected top 10 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Patrick Baldwin Jr. faced off against the 24th ranked team in the Florida Gators, and here were his stats. The Panthers got blown out, and Baldwin's just on a pretty bad team compared to the rest of the field, but he went to Milwaukee to play for his dad, but unfortunately a lot of the games are going to look like this. Baldwin going to such a small market team means he's getting a lot of individual opportunities, but not really contributing to team success, so there's a little bit of a balance there. Let's start with the good from this game, although there wasn't very much of it from Patrick Baldwin, but nonetheless, let's talk about it. Here, being able to catch on the perimeter, give him a hard jab, kind of read his defender, take him down into the paint, and convert, it's pretty impressive for someone that's 6'9", 6'10". Here's another play where he is able to take aggressive defense, get to his spot, spin, and just rise up. It's just smooth is the way that you describe Patrick Baldwin. Baldwin really looked like he might catch his stride near halftime of this game. Here he ends the first half with a good steal and then an impressive move in transition. Again, someone his size doing that is not really common. And then he started the second half with this move right here at the left elbow, getting a nice step through, just pretty skillful. Again, that's the way you describe him, is skillful. That pretty much sums up the good for Patrick Baldwin, but I think the bad is a bit more concerning, especially against a Florida team where 39 NBA scouts were in attendance, so let's get into that. There were times in this game where Baldwin just looked careless with the ball, not really aware of what was going on, and granted, Anthony DeRuggi is a great defender, but here just dribbling in transition with no guidance. He's not the most dynamic with the ball. I mean, he still has a loose handle, and as expected for someone his size, but right here he's just, again, loose with the ball and is not really engaged. For being so clearly the best player on his team, he does a lot of standing on the perimeter. Here, when he gives the ball up, he's not really looking to get it back. Down 8 against Florida, you want to get the ball. You want to stay in the game early. And granted, the offense isn't really getting organized. It's not too much his fault, but he's not being too assertive, trying to get the ball, flashing. He's just doing a lot of standing, and that's a bit concerning for someone that's supposed to be a potential top 5 pick. Baldwin doesn't really have great length, so he's not going to be a rim protector. And at his size, you kind of would like him to be, but he's going to be more so on the perimeter in the NBA, which is what the NBA wants. They want these oversized wings, but you would want him to be a little bit better of a rim protector, but he just doesn't have the length or the athleticism. Baldwin's lack of athleticism is seen defending the perimeter too. He's never been this elite athlete or explosive guy, but his lack of foot speed is pretty noticeable. Here, I mean, he's got to worry about the screen, but he just cannot stay in front right there. Here, just slowed down to kind of give more of a look at it. Yes, he's got to worry about the screen, and yes, he does a good job like containing this initially, and he shades him a bit, and he has to worry about that screen, yes, but just one jab, and he gives up, and his feet, he just can't flip his hips that quickly, and he's already downhill. This was the most frustrating thing to see. Yes, the game's over, but 39 scouts in attendance, and this is the defensive transition effort.